Here in Cincinnati, great American ballpark and a city steeped in baseball history. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Cincinnati. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
Leading off for Pittsburgh, shortstop O'Neal Cruz.
Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike. That one not close. And the count's even at 2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's one down.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. And a breaking ball misses outside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Ryan Reynolds here. That misses. The count down 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. McCutchen launched a homer in his most recent game. Here's McCutchen. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Two.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here in Cincinnati.
Welcome to the Major Leagues, Mr. Bubba Chandler. First MLB start of his young career, 22-year-old.
You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match, but I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
Leading off, Jake Fraley. And there's a ball. Making his debut here in April. Chris, I think we have to assume that means they see him as an important piece for their pitching staff this year.
I think so. I mean, they wouldn't have him here if they didn't feel he was ready to pitch at this level, and this is a great chance for him to prove himself.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And now it's going to be Matt McClain. McClain went deep in his most recent game. Pitch in the dirt, and the count is even 2-2. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Out number 2. Here's the lineup for the Reds. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
2 down, nobody on. That's a little bit low.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, look at the stop. And they get the out. And 1, 2, 3. Second inning set to go. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horowitz. The pitch. Swings through the fastball.
Hello, friend.
So hard to touch I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt. This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Swing and a ball popped up. De La Cruz should have this one. Hauls it in, and there's one away. This is Joey Barton. And strike two.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
You know your boy's good when he playing a little show. Got some good games today. Yep, you're right.
One down, base is empty. Fights that one away.
Yankees have been playing some good ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Nice. Doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone. So as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
2 outs, base is empty. That one the other way, and foul ball. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Stays alive. Second inning here, no score. That one missed.
Count full.
And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So one left. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the third baseman, Jamer Candelario.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He sends it out of here. And that gives him the lead. It's 1-0. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Drops into the glove, and there's one down. So digging in, TJ Friedl. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there, and it gets into the corner, but it's foul. The 1-2. On the ground to third. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
1 out, runner at second. Christian Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit. Got him looking, and 2 away now.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position in 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance.
And it stays fair. Friedl around third. He'll score easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair, so that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting.
Here's the left fielder, Jake Fraley. 2 on, 2 outs. Hangs on to the foul tip. That's a strikeout. Back here at Great American Ballpark, here's Adam Frazier. And this is inside. And a foul ball. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Got him swinging.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the third. Liner, and this could be trouble. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was
hit hard, should be extra bases. McLean around third. He'll score.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have.
Runner takes off for third. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. One away with a runner at third. Here in the third and final game of the series. Swing and a high fly ball right field. McCutchen squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. The relay, and he's in there. And a run comes in to score. 2 outs, base is empty. TJ Friedl, the next to hit for the Reds. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Nice grab. Jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across.
Yeah.
And we're back
off
onto the
for the
fourth.
Pirates.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds.
Okay.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget.
Brian Reynolds to the moon. His 8th of the year.
So he
Get us back. Come on, boys.
The other way. It's 4-1.
Bang, 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 bang.
There was a fast. Ball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball.
And it's 1-2.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Next pitch is outside.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
No question about this
Back to
one. It's
back.
outta
Let's go,
here.
boys. We are not done yet. Let's go. Clear the deck.
3 home runs in the series, and they cut into
Sixth
the
of
lead.
the year.
It's 4-2.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a
Bang,
really
bang,
good run.
bang, bang, bang.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in the lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Encarnacion Strand takes it to the bag, and that's
Now
the
batting
first
catcher,
out. Nice
Joey
recovery
Bart.
after giving up the homer. Now the catcher up to hit, Joey Bart. One down, base is empty.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Right side, hard hit. On to first, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And now Nick Gonzalez. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hines settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it.
Bubba.
Welcome back.
2 minutes.
Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Ground ball left side. Throws to first in time, and a quick out, number 1. Singy, it feels like we're approaching decision time for this coaching staff with the rookie on the mound.
Yeah, they've got him for a few runs so far, and the pitch count's starting to get up there a little bit. So coaching staff at least looking to come up with a plan, if not coming out to the mound soon. So probably not the outing he was dreaming of, but he's done some good things in this one.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now Reese Hines. There's a swing and a drive. Out of here.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
In the dirt, and the count is 3-1.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen. Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
1 gone, runner at first. Next for Cincinnati, Matt. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A 2-run shot. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 8-2. And he hits a ground ball right side, and he handles it himself for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
The 2-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 9-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
That's down and in. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Bart collects, fires to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And it's fouled away.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Here's the 3rd baseman, Adam Frazier. Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. Stevenson to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
So the batting order turns over. O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit.
1-2.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a splitter. Nothing doing for the... Back here in Cincinnati.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Now pitching for the Reds.
Andrew Abbott gets the call from the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
On a line, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. I really like the approach of that swing. That was a good changeup on the corner, but he recognized it early, did get jumpy, and just smacked it to the opposite field.
Digging in, Brian Reynolds.
You know, these Pirates just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Popped up. Encarnacion Strand in position. Makes the grab, one down.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
The pitch to McCutcheon. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single. 2 on with 1 out. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz.
He's gonna wash the dishes.
Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No run. Now batting Jamer Candelario. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards, so you know, we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway, Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit. Shortened a bunt and missed it. And the count 1-2. And that's outside. Movement in the bullpen. Taylor Rogers up and throwing for Terry Francona. Barlow, the right-hander, also getting loose. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Adam Frazier. That one to first. Encarnacion Strand takes it himself, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And now the Pirates leadoff man, O'Neal Cruz. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger. Man at second with 1 away. Nick York, the next Pirate to hit. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. In the air, center field. Friedel sizes this one up. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So man aboard, Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at Great American Ballpark. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
1-2 now. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Now only 1 out remaining. Joey Bart, the next Pirate to hit. Swing and a pop-up. McLean. And he makes the catch. Ball game. And the Reds slug their way to a win in this one.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
Kansas.
And I'm sure everybody's going to point to that exact same one in Morris, Allen Fieldhouse, when